I have my extensions out, and so I feel like that reel that I shared the other day on my story where it's like I have two hairs on my head, giving the scalp a little breaky before grease. But I wanted to get on here and just film this video really fast because I feel like it's super important. And whenever I feel like a fire under my ass, I just am like, time for a video. So I know that I've been talking about growth hormone. Obviously, I'm a broken record when it talks about intermittent fasting and unfucking your habits and just basically God's free ways that I feel like the reason why I'm not your average health coach, I'm not your average anything, honestly, is because I have a no bullshit mentality with each and every one of my clients. And I'm not here as much as I love protein shakes and essential oils and supplements. And I do utilize these things for my health and my family's health. Ultimately, true longevity, true health is never going to be found in an injection, a drink. Like, sorry, not sorry to all my friends out there that I love and support that are being like, hey, this is going to solve all your gut health issues and you're going to be happy if you drink this supplement. Like, that's bullshit. Calling your bluff. Always going to do that. It's not to say that these things will not help you. There's a bee. Like, is it going to come get me? Is it going to come on this? Are you on it? The bee? Look, it wants to say hi. Not to say that I haven't endorsed and or, like I said, support my fellow friends. The bee is just here. It's here. It wants to be here. It doesn't want to leave. I'm not throwing shade at that, but I feel like we need to get to, like everything, the bee is still here, to the root cause. The root cause. And the root cause is never going to be in the quick, easy fixes or, buy this and it's going to change your life. So let's go over again what autophagy is. This bee just wants to be in the video. Someone tell me what kind of sign this is in the comments, please. I'm leaving it in. It's coming back. So, autophagy is basically God's natural, beautiful way that our cells, proteins, all the things are able to recycle themselves. It literally is the ultimate anti-aging. How do I do a video when this is happening? Can someone please tell me? Guys. So autophagy takes unusable proteins in our body and makes them usable. It's our body's way of cleaning out. It's our body's way of recycling. I said in a past video that it's like our body eating itself. And I also want to clarify that because I had some trolls be like, your body eating itself. Basically, it's derived from the Greek word autophagy, which I feel like everything comes from the Greeks. Hi, I'm Greek. I'm very proud to be Greek. But auto means self and phagene means eat. Phae? Oh, like phi. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, Jackie. Suddenly she remembers all her Greek ancestry and speaking Greek with her. Yeah. Anyway, so like I told you guys in the past, how it activates growth hormone, which growth hormone is another anti-aging, not just anti-aging, but just health in general, amazing thing that our body can produce naturally. Autophagy helps get rid of pathogens, so viruses. We talked about mold. I know a lot of people are dealing with a lot of mold issues. And autophagy, when it is activated and you're in the bee's back and you're in that state, the bee wants to be on Real Raising Cubs and part of the RGR, so we're just going to leave it here. Viruses, mold, bacteria, fungus, which all can trigger obviously so many autoimmune issues and health issues and neurological issues, and inflammation, which I feel like inflammation, everyone is talking about inflammation. Everywhere I look, I see people talking about gut health and inflammation. Well, viral antigens, they are cleared out with autophagy. And this is like something that's underlying after you have a virus, and there's something in the virus that makes our immune system create a reaction. And just like I was saying in 2020, when their hair was falling out in clumps, they couldn't get their energy back for months and months and months and months. You ever notice when you're sick one time and you can't get your energy back for weeks? Let's not just the bee still here point out, 2020, but like any kind of virus in general, that is due to viral antigens, and autophagy will actually naturally get rid of that and neutralize it. Autophagy is the ultimate anti-aging, longevity, free habit and discipline that I teach every one of my clients. And in the RGR, it's a huge part of the program. The bee is back. It's here. And it just wants to be a part of the show. And we're just going to go with it. If you know anything about this as a symbol, can you please comment below and message me? Thank you. Okay, back on to autophagy. So, it's the cleaning system of the body, and that's why I talk about it so much. But today, and you guys know I'm always going back to school, I'm getting certifications left and right. It's just what I like to do. I feel like when you stop learning, you stop growing. And I needed to get on here and talk to you guys about just all the craziness that is all connected to autophagy. So here comes the actual meat of the video. So now I've told you a million times over how autophagy is, so healing, and it's so amazing for anti-aging, and it's so good for all the things that we want to activate in our bodies. Because when you stop growing and you get older, there needs to be a way for our body to clear out the old and make way for the new, breaking down the proteins, recycling the cells for things that our body can actually use. Aging, inflammation, cancers, autoimmune disorders, all these different things ultimately come down to, what we're doing as a lifestyle and the habits that we have. Autophagy is the first critical step in healing from the inside out. Recycling, making new. This is so good, and it's free. I will not stop talking about the fact that this is free if you can have the discipline to fast. So what I haven't talked about yet is that there are different types of autophagy. I'm looking down at my notes. So there's lipophagy. Could be saying it wrong, could not be saying it wrong, but that's not the fucking point. This is the regulation of lipid metabolisms in our body, and it suppresses inflammation. Then there's agrophagy. This is cleaning out old proteins, which can clog up machinery of the cells. That is the cleaning out of old proteins, which, side note, is something that I learned today, which was just absolutely mind-blowing with Alzheimer's disease, is that there are protein aggregates in the brain. And so going back to autophagy just being like the GOAT and the MVP of our lives and living our best lives, is there's definitely a correlation and connection there. So much science to back that up. Look into it for yourself. Next thing is xenophagy, destroying proteins related to infections. And then mitophagy is the process of regenerating mitochondria, which that is a huge deal. All these big words to say, and the B that made an appearance for this video is when we have autophagy that is dysregulated in our body, because too much of anything can be bad and too little of anything can be bad. And that's why you're always going to find conflicting information and people that say, oh, fasting's bad, fasting's good, whatever you want to say. But all the things that I'm telling you about autophagy are backed by science. Not that that is, because science, but I get more excited and just empowered to teach you guys, and the bees back, empower you to just use your habits and your daily little disciplines to ignite natural processes in your body. So when autophagy is dysregulated, it plays a key role in metabolic disease, so type 2 diabetes, pulmonary diseases, neurodegenerative disease and aging, like Alzheimer's. I talked about the protein in the brain. So when there's any aggregates in the brain, it's possible we can clear them out during autophagy, and that will make a link directly to Alzheimer's. Cure, I'm not saying that, but avoiding it, I am saying that. Infectious diseases plays a role, and heart attacks, strokes. And then the big one that we don't want to ever talk about is cancer. So clearing out and recycling, cancer, how it's fed and formed and doesn't just show up overnight, is a lifestyle. And there are so many ways to avoid it. And autophagy being dysregulated or not being utilized in your body is definitely a big one. So I know that I have been all over the place with this video, and I don't want to make it too long, so I'll probably do a 2-part. We'll see if the bee comes back, because I do have more that I want to talk about, such as, nutrient deprivation and the hormonal messengers, insulin and mTOR. But the fastest way, the safest way, not, starving for a month straight. Obviously, everything you need to listen to your body, your hunger cues, make a plan. We don't just go into an intermittent fast schedule or into a 24 to 48 hour fast and not have a damn plan. But the quickest way to freaking activate autophagy in your body and utilize God's free medicine, which is in your habits and in your lifestyle, is, you guessed it, fasting, and it's nutrient deprivation. Part 2 of this video, I'm going to go over hormonal messengers, insulin, and mTOR, because it is important that we go over just why this works, what's important, what not to do, and all that, because women are so different than men, and the way that my husband fasts and the way that I fast is so different. But I am just excited to talk to you guys, not only about, fasting and what I teach my clients, but not only are you healing on a cellular level, you're recycling, but fasting also stimulates growth hormone, which you guys know I can't shut up about. And when you don't eat, your body is primed and ready to rebuild. Growth hormone is vital, and it's amazing for all of us. It's in our children, it's in adults, and people have been fasting for thousands of years. I mean, hello, a lot of religious practices have it. And, I'm just like ride or die talking about it. So I hope that this video has helped you in some way, that you learned something. Again, if you guys can explain to me the whole bee situation, whatever the hell that was, kind of funny, gonna keep it in here. But for me personally, I never, ever, ever will give you advice. Obviously, it's not medical advice. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your savior or anything like that. But I have real life experience. I have tons and tons of certifications and education. And, besides a paper on a wall is life experience, right? And I can tell you that as a 36-year-old woman who's been over 200 pounds, had 4 babies, that intermittent fasting and fasting in general has completely changed the game for me hormonally, mentally, spiritually, physically, all the things. And I can't shut up about it because it's literally free. And once you can biohack and figure out what kind of fasting works for you and your life and how you feel, it's empowering. It unlocks so much potential in your health. And so I am just so excited to just take you guys along on the journey. You guys know I have 3 different coaching options. I have the Free Thinkology Academy. I have my obviously 4-week reset, which I don't have one starting until September, but I also have the 90-day program, which I'm still taking new clients in, and that is where my people see the biggest results. And I'm just excited to continue to learn with you guys, grow with you guys, and age the F backwards.